Yeah, so I want to see what we can achieve with this, because Balladin unfortunately doesn't have access to status symbol, and I feel like this is a pretty fun way to try and get use out of status symbol. Obviously, we can also do a circle stacking, but for the most part, I am going to be trying to do just protect orb stuff. I have the other orb in my deck for a few reasons. The Bucklaw. 14 starting shield, by the way, that's very nice. But yeah, my plan is to just stack shield and watch them as they try to attack me. Unfortunately, there are some enemies which I will probably have to actually hit myself. Can't exactly be letting them hit me because they have like maps that don't really allow me to hit a lot of pegs. Or, you know, they're like Demon Wolf. Hopefully we can find a win condition for Demon Wolf if we do run into him, because otherwise, that certainly would be a rough way to end this run, eh? But we'll just get lucky, it's easy as that. Not bad. Let me try and force some quick upgrades. I'm not fully sure. Sounds about right. What about that? Yeah, that looks better. Okay, sure, let's do that then. After all, delaying the store is like a pretty good idea. So yeah, I think that we do have potential for a very, very strong endgame with this comp. I am just slightly worried because I think that to get there we're going to need some kind of multi-ball effect, because unfortunately this doesn't activate on like peg activation or something. So something like morbid or dense. Yeah, no, I don't think dense works. Isn't exactly going to cut it, unfortunately. Good news is there's now one more multi-ball passive in the pool. So hopefully that becomes a little bit easier to find. Since there is also one other non-multiple passive added to the pool. Okay, this is... could be very interesting, that's for sure. If we can get a refresh right here, that would have been very handy. Damn. Damn. I don't believe I can hit 10 pegs. So I'll just try and finish off that shot real fast. We have a lot of shielding. The question is it enough? I think I really wanted a second wolf punch there. This is going to hurt, eh? Luckily this is actually exceptionally good. But I kind of need to be gaining more than I am. Because unfortunately he's denying me a lot of shield whenever he hits me. And that's my opportunity to stack up more damage. Yeah. Unfortunately. Maybe I should have saved that. Probably. Almost certainly, eh? We are kind of getting there. If I can get nice a second proc there, that's actually a really big deal. If we can get a crit here, that would be amazing. Crit or a refresh, both would have been really nice. Unfortunate. Yeah, some of these fights, this is exactly the kind of reason why I put the Bucklaw in my deck. Just because I figured like something like this sounds like a really big pain to deal with. And I've lost a lot of health to it, eh? Alright, good news is, should be over very soon. That very soon is not now, because unfortunately the refresh did not land. Good news is, this is enough damage, 91. Yep, just. That was a tad on the unfortunate side, but we got through it. Would admittedly be very nice. Okay, that is pretty good. It's pretty good, huh? That's definitely one of the best possible passives we could have hit. Just like full stop. Cool stuff, because I don't want to repeat that. That was way longer than any Minotaur fight had any right to be. That's what happens when I don't try and do damage. Unfortunately, there are just some enemies that can capitalize on that fact really, really well, and Minotaur is quite literally one of the ones that I was thinking of. If not the main one, to be honest, because Demon Wolf's not a problem for a while, whereas I still have to deal with Minotaur in Area 1. And we're going to be lacking upgrades in Area 1, we're going to be lacking boss passives, and we're going to be lacking passives in general. It's just a whole lot of things which makes it a bit less fortunate than I would prefer. Round guard, yes, but no FD. Okay. Because like in theory getting a deck small is ideal, but also not. I think I got one proc off. Felt like I got really close there. That's really unfortunate. The problem is when they're not dying in one hit, that means they get off another hit, which is denying you yet more shield, which means that the next person's dying in one further hit as well. So just got a very nasty scaling effect, which is very unfortunate. The good news is we can always just hit bombs. Because unfortunately this is one of the maps that I was talking about where it's kind of hard to hit a lot of pegs in this map. Unless you got a boss passive. Oh what? I didn't realize I had 0 shield. My bad. Who are we fighting? Ah, that's probably the worst possible matchup. I'll be quite happy with the mole. Good news is, excluding the elite, I don't think we should lose health in any other fight. I love them just instantly falling. That's perfect. Keep it going, 155, not bad. I believe that... No, we still have one more fight, okay. Well, what is it? 2.5, 2.15, 2.30, 2.50? I think it's 2.50? Yeah, we can't get to 250 at all. So, moves on the table? I don't know about that. I'd kind of rather be doing upgrades. Yeah, the moves nice and all, but I'm fine to, like, have one bad shot rather than have all of my shots with my protectors be bad shots, kind of thing. Because right now they're not the best, right? 10 is a lot. And I get so much bulk that it's really worth me trying to do upgrading. Honestly, the buckle may actually be better at this point, simply because of how essential oil is stacking up. Like, let's check my deck. This is 4 every 6, so it's 6 every 6, which is 12 every 6, and this is 12 every 10. Oh, okay. I forgot they switched around the difference when they changed the orbs. That's funny. Because before, I believe one of them had a much smaller time to get the shielding and the other one had a longer time. But it seems that it's not that way anymore, so I was just mistaken. 165 should be very doable with a Horrible. Horrible is generally just very good at hitting a lot of stuff, although apparently not there. Stuff. As I said, 165 should be the breakpoint. I'm not going to try and get any further than that because I'm not going to achieve it. Sure, we've got a lot of shield, eh? Lovely. More Protect Orbs is something I am considering, by the way. I don't think they add too much yet until I go to this store and see what kind of stuff I get, because something like that is amazing to see, actually. Also, I forgot that I could only buy 3, which means I'm buying this, because surely I don't need healing. If I do need healing, hopefully this can cover for it. You've got to be kidding me. This is some kind of sick joke. Well, let's 78 shielding, you know. It's actually not that bad. It's actually not that bad. I thought this would be much worse, as I'm sure you could tell. I thought that would be so much worse. That was honestly quite pleasant. She barely did anything. Crits also refresh the board. Well, having an extra crit source on the refresh source on the board sounds pretty amazing. It means I'd happily add more crit sources to the board, for sure. I don't really care about getting 0 healing here. Yeah, I enter area 2 with the same amount of health, but collecting all the cash there I think is just a lot more important. Oh, this is a lovely map for me. I get to see the insta-drop again. I love the insta-drop, it's so funny. Although somehow, we actually have to shoot a bad orb. It is pretty impressive with ambidextrous in our deck, but I guess that's just the way it is. Keep it going. Very good shielding. Actually, I will detour because I've got 88 shield, so it's not like I'm under any threat, eh? And actually, I'll leave that stuff open for navigation. Try and collect up a bit of health, so I'm at least trying to enter area 2 on full health. After all, Crucible 13, I think it is. It's around that area. It's obviously not Crucible 12. I think it's either 13 or 14. Is denying you a lot of health over the course of the run. Depending on what bosses you fight, because Demon Wall can be a non-issue with it. Demon Wall can honestly be so nice to see, Just because it's like, oh, I actually get a chance to... this is not good, actually. I actually get a chance to heal up. You know, the whatever health... Oh, okay. Looks like he's getting noted pretty fast. It seems that getting the double attack is not helpful for him for this comp. Although if I'm not going to get any shielding on those shots, then it is getting a lot spicier. I think I missed again. Yeah, it's getting a lot spicier. Luckily, it's still just not too spicy that I can still just take good shots, and yeah, it's going to finish him off. Lovely stuff. Well, there we go, because I definitely don't care about my damage that I'm dealing. Severity's Fate, I'm not sure if that counts for it. Severity's Fate's not... I'm pretty sure it would, so it's a pretty good pick, but Go for Gold is definitely just the perfect one. So, talking about the perfect one, we kind of just got Demon. So, what's our plan? That's a good question. Abrasion? Sounds like a pretty good plan, actually. I like the Abrasion plan. I think that double store is also very, very wise. Yeah, I need to kind of find a win condition ASAP. The good news is we have ambidextrony, which should really, really help out. We don't really have the cash to find a win condition and do double store. But I kind of want to do the double store just because that's going to help me find the win condition a bit better. But I definitely don't have the cash to do everything, so I need to be a bit light on with my spending for sure. So I can't just go trying to full buy out these stores. It's not going to work, and I probably don't bother touching the remove at all. I think that it's probably just very ideal not to, because I kind of need my cash for everything else, and ambidextrony kind of has my removals covered, doesn't it? The best possible passive here would be for every 10 bulwark. And so I would absolutely love to see that. No, it's not bad, especially if I get an immediate passive. It's certainly not bad, I'm not going to complain, but duplicate my best store. Sounds good. Admittedly, it's not actually going to be that helpful in the Demon fight until I get a added advantage. Well, either added advantage or training tab, but this was also fail speed power. But it could be nice. It'd also just be nice for Area 3 if I can actually get to Area 3. But yeah, this is definitely one of the fights I was also scared about. So we've gone the worst elite in Area 1 twice, we've gone the worst elite in Area 2 once, and we got the worst boss in Area 2 as well. So pretty good RNG this run, eh? Look, if we could still somehow pull out a win from all of this nonsense, that would be sick. That would make the run very, very nice, but wow. Just wow, am I right? Like, this is kind of crazy. 160 times 5 is not as much as I would like. I think I'd want to get that number. I think I did the maths on this. It was like 400 or 500 for an insta-kill. But I think once I get to like 200, 250, I should be able to guaranteed get myself a win. Okay, yeah. 200 for sure, I think is the number. 250 definitely works because that's what I had. And yeah, that 2-shot him. Faster than I expected for sure. Power Gloves, I'm dealing 1 more damage on a crit. Bombulate against the Maul. Yep. I know that it's not exactly what I'm trying to achieve, and in fact with all of the extra enhanced procs, it's actually taking away from the bulwark I'm gaining. But right now I kind of have one priority and one priority only, and so I kind of need to build towards that as much as possible. Bombulate is just a very, very decent passive. Powder Collector would have been a very nice passive to pick up if I wanted to improve my late game shield gains, just because it can keep the shot going for longer, which is pretty important. But I'm very worried about the Area 2, to be honest. I feel like Area 2 is the main spookiness of this run. Yeah, you've got like Peg Tower in Area 3, and Turn Knight's probably also not that good. And maybe the Minesweeper boss is not too bad either. I don't know. I think I'd pick up this Abrasion though. Isn't that just like a lot of the circle I've got? It's not as good as I would hope, to be honest. I still got time. I still got time. Yeah, that's what I'm going to keep telling myself, eh? I think I have time after the stores. I just don't want to commit to the Abrasion. I'm just not sure that it's the way to go. It seems pretty good, don't get me wrong. And I feel like it's the kind of thing you really want to be picking up for scaling against Demon Wall. I'm just worried that it's like not enough. Like Demon Wall Cruci 20 is so aggro, and I can't use any of my orbs against him. Okay, much better. So looks like I Lost my recording for a bit there. Not much has happened. We went to the store, we bought a special button because it's one extra refresh on the board and a complex claw, just because that's a good way to be dealing crit damage, which is something we have to rely on because we haven't actually managed to find any of the circle scalers that I was hoping for. And then we picked up a basic blade here, it's not going to do anything. So we get to this store. The options aren't the best. Training rate could have been incredible. I still have one more elite, so it could technically still be incredible, but I'm not keeping my hopes up too much. But I was talking about how it's time to activate backup plan number 2 because I didn't find any of the like scalers I wanted. So I think I'm just going to need to do this. I think that it is rubble up time. And yep, that means that I've left with enough cash for a remove there as well. So let's just pop that. Let's make sure that we're going to get to 25 cash. Thank you very much. Because I need this rubble to be level 3 by the time I get to Dingwall because I need to shoot it as the first shot and I need to pop all the bombs and get all of the enhanced depth procs and have it just deal an absolute ton of damage because it's a multi-ball rubble and that generally means that it can kind of do a lot of damage, especially since it's going to be proccing literally everything on the map. And I have a combat floor as well. And 6 damage per hit is pretty impressive, to be honest. Oh wow, this is yet again the worst possible. This is literally the worst RNG possible. That is impressive. Good news is, we kind of don't care anymore. I think the Bombulette stuff was a really good idea, by the way. It certainly is working out. 60 cash for the next upgrade, which I don't actually need because none of my upgrades, apart from Buckorb, actually do anything. I don't think the Buckorb's really that interesting. Do I have that much cash left on the map? Is this refresh or crit? No, they're not. I can't, okay. It's fine by me, I guess. It's not like I need to do the upgrade, it would just be kind of nice here. Yeah, we should be able to hit the crit. Okay. It is still very spooky though, I'm very worried about this upcoming shot. Well, there's the abrasion. 0.6, let's see if it's enough. Refresh will trigger crit, coins contribute to damage, overwhelmer. So he's going to eat everything, so overwhelm is not necessary. Coins contribute to damage is going to get me a lot more procs. Refresh also triggers a crit. It's not bad, but I think I will take this just because it gives me the most possible damage against Dingwall, and I need this rubble to do the most possible. And I got my rubble first shot. And it looks like I got a reasonably easy enough crit. I think I needed more. I don't know, like obviously 3k damage first shot. It's pretty good, eh? But I think I needed more still. Kind of need this next shot to be able to immediately hit a crit. Oh, let's pray. Perfect. Crit or a refresh, of course. And I got the refresh. Alright, that's fine as long as this guy can continue on. Well, I mean, we literally got the worst possible RNG this time around. That is crazy unfortunate. Yeah, nothing else can even scratch him. I just don't think that we could have had the circle scaling. We don't have enough peg procking for that is the problem. Okay, sounds nice in theory. 2k damage. Wow, this actually was way closer than I imagined. Damn. Huh. That's so unfortunate. We had such bad RNG this round. Man. Literally, worst possible elite, worst possible boss every single time. Yeah, nothing we can do there, is there? Wow, I think the rubble play was definitely the play. That worked out so well. It literally tore through all of his health. Like, very, very impressive rubble. Maybe if I had 4 more turns. But even then, I would have wasted the damage initially. Do I think Peglin? No, I think Peglin's Pendant was also the right choice. Yeah, we just kind of just didn't have it. Oh my god, this was such a perfect run as well. Like, we dealt with all of our challenges so well up to this point, and then, unfortunately, Rubble simply wasn't enough. Damn, we even got a good boss passive. Yeah, like, so many of our passives and so many of our choices were definitely just correct, I feel. That's unfortunate. Well, I think I might try and do this run again in the future, just because it is It's a pretty fun run. I always love revenge builds, and this is a very interesting revenge build because you completely nullify your normal damage, which is not something I would generally recommend doing on Belen. But I mean, if it works, it works. And it was actually working for a majority of this run. And then we realized we were facing Demo, and we kind of didn't find any of the scalers that I was really looking for. Do I think Abrasion? I guess Abrasion with Training Rate might have actually been enough. But the thing is, as well, I also increased my critting power. I increased my critting power, by the way, just to kind of play around the rubble, because once I got to the first store, I was kind of very doubtful I would actually find the 10 equals 1 of circle, 10 bulk equals 1 of circle. So I was kind of trying to pivot a bit, and I figured that a really good way to pivot would be rubble. And I was completely correct, by the way. Rubble was a really good way to pivot. It, like, just wasn't enough, though. Like if we had like, oh, I turned down a power glove earlier. Oh, for Bombula. I think it's worth it for Bombula. Ah, damn. Yeah, no, it was for a Bombula. Otherwise, I would have definitely picked it up, right? Like, yeah, no, that's a tough call. Maybe power glove was correct there, but I think Bombula probably got us more damage. Did it? Maybe we would have gotten there with power glove. That's a tough call to make. I'd be interested to know if we could have gotten there with power glove, but damn, that was distinctly close. That was about as close as the boss fight could have gone, to be honest. Because we basically only could use rubble for the damage, so that was a lot of free turns we were going to be giving him, and we actually did shockingly well with the amount of time we were given.